much for the gifts. I appreciate it. Is the USCIS currently receiving green card applications for asylees given the president's order? So it's on pause. They may be taking it, but it's on pause. So that means that you're going to experience a lot of delays now that they're saying it's on pause. So they're going to be doing more fraud detection. 24, let me see, 2024, hello there on Instagram. Just tell me if you can hear me. YouTube, tell me if you can hear me now. I should be, hopefully the audio is clear. So just let me know if it is clear. One person on Instagram or YouTube, go ahead, put in there, can you hear me? Am I clear? Yes, no. Thanks for the follow on TikTok. How do you start naturalization process for someone who's been on, I think that means an LPR for 30 years? You just apply. Get in touch with us if there's something you're concerned about, let us know. All right, so we have on Instagram, I've had my green card for over 40 years, no criminal record, but I'm scared to apply for citizenship. It's glitchy. I would say, so I still sound like a robot. Oh man. Let's see, is there maybe something with the audio? Let's look. All right, let's see. Can you hear me now? Do I sound good now? Let me know. I changed the mic, so let's see if that changes it. Hi there, Diamond. Nice to see you. 2-year conditional and 48 months extension. Travel okay. You can travel on the 48-month extension. But once again, you know, yes, you have the right to travel. The 48-month extension allows you to travel. You must make sure you have your original 48-month extension letter, your 2-year expired green card, when you're traveling along with your passport. Okay, so somebody says, yes, you sound way better. So I hope so. I hope I sound this. Somebody else confirm for me. Sound better than before. Okay, good. So we can continue today and then hopefully tomorrow it'll be better. All right, so I'm answering questions on Instagram, on YouTube, and Facebook. So go ahead, put the questions in the comments now so I can answer your questions. Put those questions in the comments now. Okay, so you sent a PM. Yes, and we will definitely get it, reply to you, respond to you. So if not, I mean, we should, because we have staff that's in there communicating. You can also call the number and we'll be more than happy to talk. All right. Yes. Put the questions in the comments. That's what I'm here to do, answer some questions. If my mom entered illegally 22 years ago, but self-deported 15 years ago, can I file for her? It's possible, but we need to talk to you. We need to find out what the circumstances are. Is there anything in her background that could stop her from getting her green card? So get in touch with us. It sounds hopeful, but we need to get all the facts to confirm. As a green card holder since 1998, in good standing, husband's been dead, need a death certificate for IN 400. So, you know, with my experience, I've never had to do that. I've never had to get the death. I mean, it's a good idea to have it if you can, because I always say this, and I believe this is what makes me successful as an immigration attorney is I jump through hoops, right? If I feel like there's a possibility that they're going to ask for the death certificate, we make sure, my team makes sure that we do all that we can to get that document, right? So I've never seen the officer really ask for an N400, but I can see if you were applying for the green card and you've been here since 1998, so you're not doing it based on a marriage. So it really shouldn't be, but it's possible the officer can still ask for proof of the end of your marriage. So I've never seen that happen in any of my naturalization cases. Usually it's pretty smooth, but where there's a possibility, make sure you have those documents ready. So if you have the means, get it. It's not going to hurt you. That means you will get a lot of satisfaction once the officer says, do you have the death certificate or proof of death? And you can whip out this certificate, knowing that had you not done it, you would have probably had a delay in your case, right? But now that you went through the hoops, you got the document, you're gonna be set. So going the extra mile goes a long way, and that's what we do at the firm. Is we take the extra mile if we have to make sure that it's going to improve our clients' chances of success. I just got married to a veteran in February. Can I apply for my green card now? Is the spouse a U.S. citizen? Is possible, but on top of that, we want to talk to you to confirm. So the best way to do is reach out and talk to us. A friend of mine got a U visa determination letter. He has a green card spouse. Can the spouse file for him to get green card faster through the family-based program? Unfortunately, not getting a U visa bona fide determination letter does not mean that now they get to do adjustment of status. That spouse likely has to become a U.S. citizen first. If the spouse is mistreating them, then maybe VAWA, for sure they can go for VAWA, but otherwise they have to, with adjustment of status, they're not going to be approved unless they're a U.S. citizen. I'm married and ready to file my papers. We don't have a lease together. Neither we file taxes. Is it okay to still go ahead? So it sounds like, when I would say this, not every single marriage is required to show a lease together, right? Your spouse may own the home, and because of that, there's no lease. But what I would say is you have to be prepared for questions. And if neither of you have filed taxes, I don't know if you have your spouse if your spouse is a sponsor, they need to show they filed taxes. That's a requirement as part of the documents. So this is where it's definitely, you need to get in touch with an attorney. You can always get in touch with us to get help, because remember, now is the time to make sure when you're submitting these applications, you are not submitting an application that's on shaky ground. And based on what I'm seeing here, it sounds like there's some doubts going on. And when you have doubts, it's time to call and get help and ask for help. My friend lost her citizenship certificate. She's going to have to get a replacement. And she can also apply for her passport. But, having the certificate of citizenship is an extra layer of reassurance. Okay. A friend filed VAWA March 17th, but still no received any notice from the USCIS. Yes, they are taking a while. So I would say, give it 2 to 12 weeks to get receipt notices, because we are noticing a delay on the receipt notices. I'm a green card holder for many, many years. I have no criminal record, just didn't feel the need in this climate. I'm scared to apply for citizenship. So this is an important question or statement to address. And that's because I would say you are in the best position to get your citizenship. And citizenship is the ultimate, I would say it's the best protection of all of them. Right. And if you have no criminal record, you just basically never applied for citizenship, you don't have anything in your record that would disqualify you, and you didn't travel for extended periods of time living outside of the United States, you're really in a good position to get it. And you can always talk to us about any concerns you haven't mentioned here. We need to get more details, of course, but we do help clients to get citizenship. And that is the ultimate achievement. I remember the case where my client had been denied citizenship previously, and they were on the brink of charging her with marriage fraud, because her spouse had secretly divorced her and she didn't know. So she went and applied for citizenship based on her spouse. And then the whole time she's in the interview, she didn't realize the citizenship interview. She did not realize that she was, in fact, already divorced because her spouse did it behind her back. Then she was denied, and they basically said she represented as if she was married when she's been divorced. And so she spent years realizing that her dream of becoming a US citizenship was not going to come true because of this denial. Talk to us. We got to the bottom of it, and she is a US citizen, right? We got through the interview. It was a tough interview, yes, but we got through the interview and straightened out all the facts, and now she's a US citizen. Something she thought she was afraid to do again because she thought there's no way she could fix it. So, that just goes to show you here, that even in her situation that felt impossible, with our help, she went forward with it and was successful. So in your case, no criminal record. You've been complying with the law. You've been living here in the United States. You're really in the best position to get citizenship based on these general facts. But we have to talk to you privately. Because sometimes when you're afraid, so one other thing I notice is when you are afraid to apply for citizenship, usually there's something there. But we can talk about that in private. We can talk about whatever doubts you're having in private. Today, the USCIS descheduled, canceled my appointment. Again, I called and they don't know why. I'm so sorry. That must be frustrating. But I wouldn't be able to. Sometimes it's the officer. Maybe the workload. Maybe something happened on that day, or something is happening on that day. It just all depends. Since 2022, I applied for citizenship, but my husband has been in Africa. He's a U.S. citizen. Okay. Been here 11 years. So it sounds like you are ready for the citizenship. And I'm so sorry that you're going through that delay. I'm in need of some help. Definitely get in touch with us. The number is going across the screen. Go ahead and do that. God is good, absolutely, every time. Do you advise I hire an attorney to accompany me? So you'll never hear me saying don't hire an attorney. If your instincts are saying get an attorney, yes, get an attorney. Absolutely. Your gut is telling you that. Follow your gut for sure. And you can always give us a call and talk through if they're the complicated facts, and then we can decide. But yes, if it's complicated, you want to go in knowing what you're gonna face, because when you have a green card and you're applying for your citizenship, during the last Trump administration, I saw this a lot. I got calls about this a lot. And I went to the interview. They denied me because they found something on my visa application that I submitted years ago. They're now accusing me of fraud. And now they're saying they're going to take away my green card, right? Instead of getting citizenship, now they're being referred to court. I'm in Florida. Where are you based? We're in Delray Beach, Florida. We represent clients in all 50 states on the globe. So you're definitely somewhere close to us in Florida, but we can represent you no matter where you are. My son married a U.S. citizen and he is undocumented. What is available? Marriage-based process is available. So once once they're married to a US citizen, they can qualify, but it depends on how they entered. The consultation fee is 150, but keep in mind, before you get to the consultation, we do an initial evaluation first to make sure that there is an option that we can help you with. And then we go forward with a strategy session where we start talking to you about the different options that we've identified. Oh wow, you're in Pompano Beach. Nice. That's my favorite beach. I love so Pompano Beach. The beach in Pompano Beach is my favorite beach. It's so nice. So yeah, give us a call for sure. I'm looking forward to talking to you. Or the team will definitely take care of you and our attorneys. All right. Do you guys assist with asylum? Absolutely. Yes, we do. Give us a call. Oh, thank you for the compliment. My friend filed VAWA March 17th, but still no receipt notice. Yes, that's happening, unfortunately. I came here in 2015 on J1 visa, got married in November 2023. My husband is now living with another woman. Is there any way to get a green card for me? I'm so sorry that that's happening to you. Yes, let's talk. I need to know more because cheating alone is not necessarily qualifies you for VAWA, but it's a red flag for sure because when along with cheating usually comes disrespect, mistreatment, abandonment, emotional abuse. So I need to talk to you to find out what happened in your case and then we move forward. Hello. Oh, the pier is gorgeous. Yes, I love it. I love that beach. And it's not too overcrowded yet. So it's like the right mix. I can still find parking. So yeah. Pompano Beach, guys. If you ever want to go on vacation, Pompano Beach is a really nice spot. It's not too overcrowded. And the beach is beautiful. Do you guys assist with persons who overstay their visa? Yes, our clients, we do help clients who overstay figure out if there are any legal options available. That's what we do. So definitely give us a call. You're welcome, Blingas. All right. Do you guys assist with persons? So okay, so I just sent a PM and I'm waiting on the response. Okay, so yes, absolutely. So we have staff and they'll take care of you. So go just move forward with that. Now, the way you can contact us, you can contact us even on this platform. You can DM us. You can go ahead and go to the link in the profile, link in the description of the video, and click on the link. It's going to take you to Linktree where you'll see the website. Click on that. You'll be able to, there's a form to fill out where we can contact you, or you can just simply give us a call. It's very easy to get in touch with us. And that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on is being easy to contact. So go ahead and call us, call us, DM us, go to the website, fill out the form, and and by the way, if you fill out the form and you opt for the newsletter, I do send out a weekly newsletter and it is loaded with immigration policy updates that you should be aware of. So that's on a weekly basis. Regarding filing taxes with my wife is that she has not filed for 2 years, and so she missed the deadline on April 15th of April. So she has to go and sort it out with an agency. But I filed mine. So hers is gonna be if your wife is a U.S. citizen, hers is gonna be the essential one. So she needs to file at least her most recent tax return. Why is the visa bulletin not moving? I know it's frustrating. It is frustrating. It's not moving, and it's because it's really based on the numbers allotted for visas. If they have reached the maximum, it's not gonna move. So if I am about to marry a US citizen and I came here on a work visa, can I get a green card? It's possible, but we have to know what kind of visa. For example, the crewman's visa, no, right? The crewman's visa is not going to allow you to stay and get married, but any other type of visa may. So give us a call. We need to talk to you and figure out what if you are going to be good, and we can help you to move forward. I got married last year, got my conditional green card in February 2025. I have no criminal record. Wanted to know if I could go back to Dominica on an island on a yellow list to visit my mom. Great question. Now, I would say this, you'd have to be very cautious, right? Because traveling to any countries that are on their, I would say this though, if you are traveling to a country where you said you can't return to that country, that's going to be a big risk. Sometimes you may face increased security screenings because there's a reason they're on the, they have created a reason, a justification for why they put them on the list. So they may put citizens coming back in through extended screenings, which can be so stressful at a minimum. And so you just have to evaluate those risks and make sure that you understand. I can't tell you no, and I can't tell you yes because I'm not your attorney, but I can say you do have the right to travel, but just be aware that you may face additional security screenings and questioning and prying into your background, and sometimes the least little information or that they get, they can turn around and make assumptions. So be very careful. Thanks for valuable information you've been providing consistently. Thank you so much for being able to appreciate that, and I'm gonna keep doing that. All right. My husband is overseas on active duty, and we have an interview coming up. What to do, seeing he won't be here for the interview? So yes, this can be a tough situation. So sometimes they can get the spouse on the phone. So that may be something you could ask, if they can get them on the phone to be able to attend the interview by phone, or you can, they may reschedule, right? Rather than denying, if they definitely want them there, they may reschedule it. So I'm going to hope that they can make that accommodation under the circumstances, but be ready to request that. I applied for asylum after a year. After a year, I married a U.S. citizen, and I applied for marriage-based green card, and my fingerprints has done in March. How much time to take to get the green card? So I'd say 2 years, a year and a half to 2 years for the green card. Well, I applied for asylum, and then I guess this is through marriage. So 12 months, 10 to 12 months right now, could be longer, could be shorter. We're keeping an eye on the patterns here, but I'd say 10 to 12 months right now. Someone have a pending asylum and got married to a U.S. citizen. Then what? You still may be able to apply for the green card. We have to talk to you. You can still go for the green card after marrying as a U.S. citizen. But is the asylum in court, in immigration court? That's where we have to figure out what are the facts in your case to know how to approach it. Please, I filed for a VAWA already. My spouse refuses to respond to the NOID for I-130. What's next? So yeah, the I-130 belongs to the spouse. So you shouldn't be concerned about that as long as you and they may deny it, but you want immigration to know that it's in abeyance. So that hopefully you've requested that it be your I-485 is transferred to be held in abeyance in association with your VAWA petition. If I was shot at while driving, can I get a U visa? Police case is closed. It's possible. We have to get more facts, but it's definitely possible in a case like this where you are shot at. Absolutely. Police final report doesn't mention gun in report, need to file. So to get in touch with us, and then we can talk about it. for sure. How long does it take to get a receipt number for VAWA? So I would say 2 to 12 weeks right now. I noticed there is a lag. Good day, great show. My case is at the NVC. US sponsor hasn't sent docs any way to move forward. So I would say let's talk because I need to figure out what's going on. Is the US sponsor not cooperating anymore, or is it that they're not tech savvy? They don't know what to do? Get in touch with us so we can find out what's going on and assist you with continuing your case at the NVC before they close it out. So you want to make sure you respond to the NVC's request for documents within a year or keep in communication with them so they don't close your case. I'm expecting my VAWA approval soon, 2022. How long should I wait? So I would say give it 3 years. 3 years from the date that you file. So 2022, it's going to be possibly 2025. Yeah. How long does it take to get a T visa? 12 to 18 months. I am seeing it getting longer, but for now, it's around that range. Do you suggest, let me see, if someone having a pending asylum got married, so that's possible for sure. My husband is overseas. So how long does it take to get a travel document after getting a T visa? Be very careful. Now, one thing you need to understand is a T visa does not allow travel unless you're issued a travel document. But having that travel document and leaving the country, depending on where you're going, it can be a big risk, especially when it comes to the T visa. So be very careful about that and speak to your attorney for sure. So after she filed hers, can we go ahead and file? I'm not sure what that is. What? I look forward to talking to you. Absolutely. So definitely the attorneys here at the law firm, we're going to help you. Okay, so that's going to be it for me today. Thanks so much for your time, everybody. And let me see. Okay, so somebody just commented here, and I would say I agree with this sentiment for sure. I would never go back until everything is straight, because when you come back, you never know exactly. And that's the position not only I'm taking, but most attorneys right now are taking that same approach. It's like, get used to being here, guys, until your case is complete. I understand now, green card holders, you have the right to travel, but you still are facing a risk, right? So just be aware of those. Those who have travel documents, you need to be hyper vigilant about your risk, because travel document does not guarantee re-entry. It allows you to come back. It allows the officer to say, okay, good, move along, come on in. But if the officer decides to stop and really dig into your background, and if they decide that they find something that they think you cannot come in, they have the right to tell you they're not admitting you. And they can either send you back out, which you'd be stuck outside of the US, or they send you to court. No, and now your case gets complex, so you have to be careful. Is it possible to be approved less than a year? It's possible. I've seen those situations happen, and go figure. But yes, I have had my client's case approved in a year and a half, which usually the average time is 2 to 4 years. So how can I obtain my papers if I overstay in the US? There are multiple ways that we look at for our clients, but we have to talk to you. We definitely have to ask you certain questions to determine which one is going to be the best way. Is there an interview for the green card? It depends on what kind of green card. In most cases, expect an interview. I did affirmative asylum, but no work permit yet. My 150 days was from March 14th, still processing. So yes, I have been seeing those work permits come on 180 days, but under this administration, we can see processing times get longer again. And when I practiced in the last administration, it took after we applied for asylum work permit, it still took about 6 months to come through. So it we have to see what this is going to lead to. My NVC payment was rejected, but the money was taken from the account. What should I do? You need to contact the NVC. What should I do if the Social Security office told me they can't find my info after I got my permit? You definitely maybe have to make an appointment because you have the work permit. So and make sure you contact immigration to see if maybe the work permit is still valid, but maybe they haven't sent the information yet. So it's basically you have to schedule an appointment with Social Security office for them to dig a little deeper into the problem. Is there an interview green card for fiance? No, you can't sponsor a fiance. You can do a visa for a fiance, and then when they come here, they do adjustment of status. And yes, there's an interview. How long after biometrics for T status do you get response? So I would say about another year to year and a half. RFE after interview, how can you follow up on the timeline? Make sure you respond ASAP. So RFEs, they vary, but most are 30 days. So you have to be quick on your feet for sure. All right, that's going to be it from me. I'm going to be back tomorrow. So please, if I did not get to your question, just go ahead and join me tomorrow. And then I can answer your questions. And I always come with updates myself. Thanks so much for your patience with the technical difficulties that I had today. Hopefully we have a smooth recordings for the rest of the week. Have a good day, everybody. And remember, give us a call. That's the way that we're going to be able to help you. We can't help you if you don't make the call first. And make sure you like, subscribe, follow, share, because that's how other people get information like this that can help to empower them. So that's what I want to do as well, right? Go ahead, call us or join me tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.